Hey everybody, Bob Potzik here from Bob Makes Music. Today I'm very excited to share with you a new product from my friends over at Peterson Strobe tuners, which I've been helping them test and do some development on for the past couple of months. And that product is the StroboPlus HDC. The StroboPlus HDC is a strobe tuner, tone generator, metronome, set timer or rehearsal timer, all with an adjustable color display in the background. Now, you may have seen my video kind of teasing the metronome features a few weeks ago. Today, we're going to do an unboxing of the StroboPlus HDC, and we're going to go through all the basic functions of all of the features that the HDC has to offer. This is something that I think I can use in any of my musical situations. Those of you that follow me know that I'm an opera singer, I'm a bass player, I'm a conductor, and I'm an educator. The StroboPlus HDC is something that I can use in all facets of my music making. So I'm really excited for this. You will be too. So let's get to the unboxing of this. Join me if you will. Here we are, the Peterson StroboPlus HDC. It's held together by a magnetic flap down here. You open it up. First thing you'll see will be a personal note from Mr. Scott Peterson, the president of Peterson Strobe Tuners, who I've had the opportunity to spend some time with lately, and super nice guy. Treats everybody like family. It's really great. On the other side of that is a diagram showing all of the physical buttons and ins and outs, the numbers that correspond to the quick start guide here, which will be underneath that card. The quick start guide will get you up and running with all of the features that the HDC has to offer, but on it you will notice that there are these QR codes. These QR codes, if you scan them with a smartphone, will take you to a portion of the Peterson Strobe Tuner website, which has a live document for in-depth instructions for the features that the StroboPlus HDC has. One of the things that Peterson does really well is listen to their customers. And by that I mean they will take customer feedback and update their products. These documents are living documents that will be updated as new features are added to the StroboPlus HDC through firmware updates. So update your firmware often, because chances are they will have added new features, and these QR codes will then be updated with the instruction for those new features. Inside the box, underneath the instructions, we have a USB cord, which is used to charge the battery. And it also will allow you to update the firmware on the device. Moving on, the actual HDC itself. Let's take a look at some of the physical in and outs and buttons here. On this side here, we have a 1/4-inch input for your guitars and basses and keyboards, stuff like that. There's a volume control here for the metronome and the tone generator. On the other side, we have an output of a 1/4-inch output, which takes the input signal from here and directs it out here. You do not have the metronome or tone generator through the 1/4-inch output, but you do have it through this 1/8-inch output. So this 1/8-inch output will give you the output of the metronome and tone generator. Below that is an input for the vibe clip for the body beat sync, which is another metronome that Peterson has made that will vibrate with the metronome. Instead of hearing the clicks, you'll feel the metronome. Below that is a USB port for updating your firmware and also for charging. And now we'll power on the HDC, and the first screen that you'll see will be the tuner screen. The tuner acts through either the onboard microphone or again through the 1/4-inch input on the side here. Strobe tuner, accurate to 1/10 of a cent. This is the highest resolution screen that Peterson has ever offered on a tuner, so therefore making this the most accurate digital tuner on the market today. Moving forward, we press the mode button and we'll go to the metronome side. Now there is a lot of features in the metronome here. I'm going to be making videos that will focus just on the metronome, so we'll just go through some very basic functions. We can adjust by 0.1 beats per minute, really not beats per minute, quarter notes per minute. If we use the value wheel here, we go by 0.1. If we move it faster, then we move by 1 full or 10 at a time. If we press our parameter button, we will scroll through the preset mode here. You can load this with tempo maps through the Peterson website, where you can map out entire songs and load them into this, and your presets will follow the tempo map that you upload to this. It's really, really powerful, very easy to use. They've done a great job of developing that web-based software. So that's our presets there. We can go into here, we can change our numerator, so we can have 3/4 from all the way down from 1/4 up to, keep scrolling, keep scrolling, keep scrolling, keep scrolling, 19/4. If we press our play button, we'll start to see that the metronome there is enacted. So this is 19/4, so it's 19 beats, 19 quarter note beats per bar. I'll go ahead and pause that. Moving on, we press that button again and we'll go back, we'll change this back for our display purposes today, back down to 4/4. If we press the parameter button one more time, we get to our denominator and we can go down to 2 all the way up to 16ths. So you can have up to 19/16. If we continue going, then we move into the polyrhythm section, which the polyrhythm section is really, really powerful. You can do all sorts of things. If we do 4/7 with a quarter note subdivision, we'll get to that in a minute. We hear this. Only metronome that I know of that does polyrhythms, so pretty cool. That's pretty cool there. So we'll go back again through our settings here. We're going to reset this back down to regular 4/4 because I want to move into our subdivisions here. So right now it's set to quarter notes, but we can turn this wheel and we can set it to eighth notes. And if I play what that sounds like, you can hear that it's doing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And so we can adjust all of our subdivisions. We can have triplet subdivisions. Quarter note triplet to eighth note triplet. 16th notes, so on and so forth. And then we also have accent patterns. So now we're back into 4/4, which are typical 4/4, 3/4, 1, 2, 3, 4. If we go to our accents and we set it to 2/2, you can hear that it's now kind of going 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2. So it's now grouping the 4/4 into 2 groups of 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's putting accents where they should be. If we move into here, we'll put our numerator at 5, and then we'll adjust our accents to be 2 plus 3. Speed up the tempo a little bit. You can hear that that is combining the 5/4 into 2 plus 3. If we go back through to our accent pattern, we go one more, then we can get 3 plus 2. So we'll get a group of 3 followed by a group of 2. And that will work for any of your compound time signatures. If we continue hitting our parameter button, we get to one of my favorite modes. Well, here we can adjust the color, right? Again, we get to this flash mode, which I find very, very, very helpful. especially when using the accent pattern. So we'll stick with this 5/4. And we're going to go with our accent pattern to be the 3 dashes, which means no accent pattern. And you'll see that we now have this chunk 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 moving across the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's a section of the metronome moving across instead of just that beat going back and forth, back and forth. Now let's adjust our accent pattern once again to 2 plus 3, and you'll see that it will go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And if we adjust that accent pattern one more time to 3 plus 2, we'll get 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So this is really helpful when we use that polyrhythm mode. If we go into the polyrhythms, and we'll do 5/4. And you'll see that the numerator will be in this top line of the LED, and the denominator will be in the bottom line section. So not only do you hear the polyrhythm, but you can also see the polyrhythm, which I think is very helpful for students while you're teaching this idea of polyrhythms. If we move on, there are 5 voices for the metronome. So this is voice 1. Voice 2, voice 3, voice 4, and voice 5.
3, 3, 4, 4, 5. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5.
So you can hear that voice 5 is an actual human voice, right? That is a sampled human voice, not a robotic human voice, an actual human voice. So let's bring this back to 4/4, so you can hear what the voice sounds like.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1,
And if we speed up
3, 4. 1, 2,
while he's
3,
speaking,
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
now of course the human voice with these sampled voices is not exactly perfectly accurate like the beeps would be, but it's pretty darn close. It's really, really great if you were in a marching band situation and you wanted to have the voice counting off, you can do that. One other mode that I missed in the tuner is that tone generator. So if you have students in a practice room and you want them practicing their scales, they can have a drone, and it is chromatic. And you can also assign a sweetener to that. So if you have them practicing with a just tuning, you can. So this is a very, very, very powerful piece of equipment, not just a metronome, not just a tuner, but a lot of different things all in one. Please let me know down in the comments if there's anything that strikes you that you would like to know more about, and I will make videos that are focusing on just those things. So there it is, the brand new StroboPlus HDC from Peterson Strobe tuners. Coming soon. Check out their website, petersontuners.com, for more information, and the release date will be up there soon. Hope you enjoyed, hope you found something informational from this, and we'll see you soon. Keep making music.